Hey, 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 good Monday morning, everyone. I guess it's the second week of the new year. So welcome. It's Carolyne Rodrigues with my magical Mondays. And some of you may have been wondering, where have I been? I took a bit of a hiatus the last 2 weeks in December, taking some time out to be with my family and really enjoy the season and have some fun. So here I am. I'm back in beautiful Florida. Hey, Neil Everett, nice to see you. Are you here in Naples? Anyway, as I said, I'm in Fort Myers. And I just wanted to kick off the new year like many of you. Just saying, I don't make any resolutions, right? So I just want to come on here, share some ideas with you. Happy New Year, happy new decade. And a question I was asking myself last week is, do I remember what I did to welcome in 2019? Hey, Mom, there's my mom. She's here. She's always saying, like, where were you last Monday? What did you do to kick off 2019? Well, a lot of people say to me, I have no idea. So I'm going to just share some thoughts with you. And some of you who've been following me and know what I do have heard me speak about and written about a theory called the rear view mirror. Because a lot of people say, don't look back. That's not where you're going. Look forward. Well, I believe when you're doing introspection, you want to be looking in the rear view mirror, right? As a way to see where you have been in order to know where you want to go. Hey, beautiful Cindy. Nice to see you here. Oh, the old gang is showing up. So 2019 for me, you guys, has really been a year of introspection, retrospection. Casey knows all about that because social media is so filled with all the successes and the beautiful poses and, Instagram perfect. And so I'm just here to say that some of us didn't have, hey, Heather, that perfect year, right? So 2019, as I look back, turned out to be one of taking a look at myself, taking a look at my business. What did I do well in 2018 versus 2019? Right? What did I do in 2018 that produced results that maybe didn't produce results in 2019? And so I look at it as a year of growing, as a year of, hey, you know what? I'm still on the path, because many people just give up, right? So when I look at ways of what did I do in terms of my business, what did I do in terms of my body, what did I do in terms of my relationships, am I happy with the progress that I'm making? And so what I recognize is that throughout this process, I never lost faith that I'm in the right place at the right time doing the right thing. Right? Whether it's my business, whether it's my relationships. And for some people, we're always, and I put myself in that category, looking at, oh my God, everybody else is moving ahead and the grass seems greener over there. And guess what, you guys? I had to remind myself, just fertilize your own grass and people will want to come and camp out with you. So now it's your turn to take some time to reflect on the past year and create a plan for making the most of not just the new year, but the new decade, right? As I mentioned, I no longer make New Year's resolutions. I just make plans. I make plans based on desires and what areas or area do I wish to grow from good to great. And I've seen this idea cultivating on Facebook and social media and Instagram and all. Yeah, I do pay attention to that, okay? And it's about having a word that represents what your year is going to be like. And so some people say, that's so stupid. Well, okay, it doesn't work for you. It doesn't work for you. I like the idea. And so as I contemplated in the last week of the year, what do I want 2020 to be like? And here's my word for you guys. And I would love for you to if you're listening to this in real time or a replay time, hashtag replay, and put your word in, right? My word is flow. Flow. Why? What does that mean? Well, when I'm kind to people, when I'm giving people grace, then that's going to come back to me, and that's going to keep me in flow. And if I think about the hose, you got your water, the hose, the water's flowing to the through the hose, and all of a sudden the hose gets kinked. Well, you're no longer in flow. So if you're kinking my hose this year, guess what, you guys? I'm out of there, right? Because I want flow in my life. I want things to be fun. I want things to be easy. I want things to be peaceful. And so who are the people? Hey, Joseph, who are the people that are going to contribute to that? Look at that. That's part of your retrospection. So as I look back at the previous 12 months and evaluate, as you do, as I do, evaluate your experiences. And there's some really great teachers on the internet, you guys. I was listening to a master class yesterday. I love Mind Valley because they have some wonderful, wonderful tutorials. And study your wins and losses, right? Study your wins and losses. So I'm going to give you these 12 categories that I went through yesterday. Spent an hour just listening to this master class and going back, going back and listening again to John and Missy Butcher. And so they said the 12, sorry, just had my shake, 12 most important areas of your life. Number one, what is your ideal state of health and fitness, guys? Because if you don't have that, it impacts all areas of your life. Number two, what's your ideal level relationships? Number three, your intellectual life, your emotional life, your character, your spiritual life, your parenting or your environment, your social life, your financial life, your career, your general quality of life. And if all of those categories wrap up to form your life vision, right? And so analyze that. Take a look at it. I'm going to give you some questions to kind of create some thought processes. Hey, Greg. Hey, Peggy. Oh, my goodness. All my favorite people are tuning in here. So one of the things that they talk about often, and I don't know who the they are, but people talk about often, is having a calendar. So every month, and I'm just going to grab mine. So every month is 2019, and you can see here, all the months of the year are here. And so as you go through your month, I get to write down my birthdays. Then I have my mom, because she always reminds me, right, of birthdays and things like that. So as you're going through your entire month is here, and then you break it down into, every day. What are you doing every day? And so I got myself like a really fancy calendar. Yeah, I went to HomeSense and bought this one. It works so well. I bought one for 2020. And so I'm going to start filling it in. And there's these little pockets in here, you guys. And what do I put in these pockets? All my affirmation cards, right? Because this is what I do every day. Put that in here. Stick it in the little pocket. And look, oh my goodness, look what's on the front page of my calendar, right? This is called intentioning. And listen to Jim Carrey's, if you go and Google Jim Carrey and how much money he earned for doing The Mask, you'll understand why I have this here. Okay, so let's move on. If you didn't have a calendar and if you didn't write anything down, perhaps this is a good time to choose to get one and embrace documenting your activity. And some of you are retired. That's okay. You know what? You can document what you did every day, because people say to me, what did you do last week? And I'm like, I go to my calendar and there's a reminder of it, right? You can't possibly evaluate progress if you don't know where you have been and what you've done. To me, that's like getting in a car blindfolded and trying to drive to your destination. That's a very scary thing. Don't do that, right? So having a calendar and a schedule is something that I learned to embrace from one of my many mentors that I've had along the way. And guess what also goes in my calendar, guys? A lot of fun things. Because when I ask people at the end of the week, what one fun thing did you do? They can't remember. Right? So it's like, whoa, did you not schedule it? So Fridays are my fun days. Right, Larnie? I see you and Dave do that a lot. And gosh, you guys, as I get older, I am not accepting that my memory is no good. So when I listened to this Life Vision Masterclass with John and Missy Butcher yesterday, it really helped me understand the beliefs I put into my head that weren't serving me. So I am going to age gracefully. I am going to have the body that I desire. So some questions, and I'll post this later on, some questions to ask yourself. And I'm going to speak because I'm talking to myself, right? I do these things because I'm mostly talking to myself. What did I do last year in 2019 that I shouldn't have done, right? I'm going to start with that one first. What did I spend a lot of time on, and what did I make, what did I set as a priority? And I'm going to write these questions down every month at the beginning of my month. So I have a guideline, or as John Butcher says, a North Star to guide me in terms of where do I want to end up at that month, right? So what did I spend a lot of time on, and what did I create as a priority? And I can tell you in my calendar, when I look back, there were days, weeks, and months where I made health my priority, and there were other times where I didn't, right? The last 2 weeks of December, complete washout. Didn't work out, too busy, running around doing all kinds of stuff. So there was no prioritizing there. I was just like going, right? Like living life by default, not by design. So now that I've identified those things, now what will I do differently this year based on knowing what did I do that I shouldn't have done? Knowing that where did I not set a priority, and how do I want to change that, right? What's missing from my calendar, right? Identifying in these 12 areas, right? And for me, having a great social life is really important. You saw my post this morning about golfing, right? That's important to me, right? It's okay. You can prioritize that on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays. That's a priority for me, right? So what's missing from my calendar? I got to analyze that. Is there something that I desire to have that I didn't focus on, right? What did I neglect that I should have made a priority? And so for me now, it's getting back on the schedule of Monday, Wednesday, Friday, working out, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I'm golfing. And now Tuesdays, Thursdays, going to add in some post-golf exercise, like stretching and yoga, right? So for me, I'm upping my game to working out, doing something to move my body 5 days a week. So what action didn't I take that I really should have taken? And again, what will I do differently? So for me, exercise, my health, my nutrition, top of my priority. What did I do this year, 2019, that helped me grow more than anything else? And I'm taking a look at that, right? And where else do I need to grow? Hey, Jen, where else do I need to grow? Where do you need to grow? And some people are like, I don't need to do anything. That's okay too, right? But I believe that we are energy and we're in movement. And so when we're not moving, when we're not growing, we're actually going this way, right? Nobody ever stays this way. You're either going this way or you're going this way. All right. Where do I need to be more intentional? Well, I already gave it to you with my exercise, and this is important to me. Where did I let things happen to me instead of making them happen? I already got some ideas about that. Are there any bad habits that I need to break? Okay, I'm fessing up, you guys, because they say when you broadcast it, you release it, the answers will come. So here it is. I am a sugarholic. So as I start off this year, I'm looking to curb that. Is it ever going to go away? Probably not. So I am researching, where's my recipes here? I'm researching keto style. Oh, I have them all here. Keto style, low sugar things that aren't going to drive my glycemic index up. I don't know. Does anybody else have a sugar problem? I was born with that. That's my mom's fault, right? That's my number one habit that I need to get a handle on. And the second one is making sure that I get enough water into my body. It's like, oh, right? So what do I need to do to cultivate those things? And so the next question what areas, that's where that came from, what areas do I need to focus more attention, make more important decisions, and take steps in that positive direction. So some people will be like, oh, Carolyne, like, really? You need to drink more water? Yes, because my highest priority outside of being a child of God and my spiritual being is my health. And so what are those things that are going to enhance my health, right? I just finished, I started off the morning. I had a bulletproof coffee. I do intermittent fasting. I had my shake. I put my vitamins in my body. Well, I only had 2 glasses of water and it's 12. Right? Okay, so I need to get a handle on that, right? So, and then the last question is how can I grow more this year? So I talked to you about flow. And so one of the areas where I want to grow more is I want to be more graceful. I want to give people more grace. I want to be kinder to people, more patient, because that's not me. I am an impatient person, right? Do it now. Get it done now. What do you have to say? Like all of that frenzied activity, and I just want to bring it down a notch. I want to go out of my way to see how can I be kind to somebody? What one little thing that can I do that I can, bring a smile to brighten somebody's day, right? A simple little thing, you guys, simple little thing that can create such an amazing ripple effect, right, Russell? So by listing and asking these questions, you guys, about the experiences you had in 2019, I'm able to truly learn from them. Okay, and only then can I apply the lessons that the lessons that I learned, apply them in the coming year. And this allows you to live an intentional life. And my hashtag is it's possible, right? To be as intentional as possible and, grow and add value to the people around me. Is it going to be messy? Probably, yeah. Am I going to slip up? Yes. And so who do I want to give the most grace to? Myself, right? And I see it on the golf course. If you golf with people, oh my God, they're so hard on themselves. They call themselves names and I'm so stupid. And how can I do that? And it's like, what? It's a game, you guys. It's a game. And so hence my post this morning. So if you haven't already done your look back, your retrospection to 2019, then take the time to study your wins and losses, and then ask yourself those questions that will help you intentionally move forward and really be present and effective in every area of your life, right? So, really analyzing this stuff so that you don't have a year of living by default, but you have a year of living by design. So my wish for you, as I finish up a little bit long, my wish for you is abundance in all areas of your life. And one more thing. I talked about water, and what else did I talk about? I said my memory was great, right? I have a great memory. Yeah, exercise and water and reading, you guys. I'm so good at reading magazines. So for me also, it's reading books. So I'm currently reading this. I love this little book. I should say I'm rereading it. And, I'm an underliner because I want to remember things. So that I'm halfway through that, 10 pages a day. The next book I'm going to, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This is an absolute must if you've never read it. I started Brene Brown's Rising Strong. I'm doing this with a girlfriend of mine. We hold each other accountable. So I'm partway into that. And I bought this book and I left it here in Florida. So this is a lady I admire. So being intentional with the things and the areas that I wish to grow in, though now you know mine, right? So I said sugar, water, and reading. Those are the 3 areas that I want to up my game, right? So again, my wish for you is abundance in all areas of your life, in your health, rich relationships, quality time with your loved ones, ongoing, growing residual income, you guys. Yes, you can ask for it. You can absolutely ask for it. This is my $1 million bill, right? And of course, personal growth and the ability to give back to others. So to produce new and different results requires growth. And who you were a decade ago, who you were a year ago is not the person that's going to lead you into the next year, into the new decade. So I encourage you to invest in yourself. It's the best gift that you can give to you. So thank you for tuning in. It's so great to see so many of my friends and, family and faces on here. I truly, truly wish for you an amazing, outstanding 2020. Bye-bye. I'll be back next Monday. Ciao.